Some betrayals are so deep, they turn love into pure hatred. Mason and Emily were the picture-perfect couple. Married for 7 years, living in a beautiful home and raising a 5-year-old daughter, Lily. Mason was a hard-working man, a devoted husband, and a loving father. He believed Emily was the same, until one night changed everything. It all started with a single strange moment. Mason was tucking Lily into bed when she said something odd. "Daddy, why does Mommy always whisper on the phone?" Mason froze. "What do you mean, sweetheart?" Lily yawned. "When you go to work, Mommy talks to someone. She says not to tell you." His heart pounded. Emily had always been a loyal wife, or so he thought. That night, Mason couldn't sleep. He felt like a fool for even doubting her, but something in Lily's innocent words haunted him. The next morning, instead of going to work, he parked his car a few blocks away and walked home quietly. Then, he saw it. A sleek black car pulled up to the driveway. A man stepped out, tall, well-dressed, confident. Mason clenched his fists as the man knocked on their front door. A few seconds later, Emily opened it. She smiled. Mason felt his heart drop. Emily pulled the man inside, glancing around nervously before closing the door. Mason's world shattered in an instant. But he didn't storm in. No, he needed proof. He recorded everything from the window. Emily giggling, playfully touching the man's chest. He could barely breathe as he saw them kiss. Mason felt like he was drowning, but he wasn't going to let this destroy him. Oh no, he was going to destroy her. That night, Mason acted as if nothing had happened. He kissed Emily, played with Lily, and even told his wife he had a surprise for her. "A surprise?" Emily asked, curious. Mason smiled. "Yeah, I planned a little family dinner this Friday. Just us and a few close friends." Emily bought the lie. She had no idea what was coming. Friday night arrived. Emily sat at the dining table, laughing with their guests. Mason raised his glass. "I want to make a toast," he said, standing up. "To my beautiful wife, for being so dedicated." Emily smiled, but Mason saw the slight confusion in her eyes. "I have a little video to show you all," Mason continued, pulling out his phone. "Something very special." He pressed play. The room fell silent. On the screen, Emily, wrapped around another man, kissing him passionately. The sound of gasps filled the air. Emily's face turned ghostly white. Mason, sit down." Mason's voice was ice cold. Tears welled in her eyes as she stuttered. It's not what it looks like." "Oh, it's exactly what it looks like," Mason interrupted. "And now everyone knows what kind of woman you are." Emily covered her mouth in shock. Their guests whispered in disbelief. Mason took a deep breath. "I'll be filing for divorce first thing Monday morning. You can explain this mess to our daughter." Emily sobbed. "Mason, please." But he had already turned away, walking out, leaving her to sit in her own humiliation. She thought her secret was safe, until he exposed her in front of everyone.